All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you for a second time to put out a video late night with Chig. This is, how we do. I step on here late night as it is now and talk to you about Arsenal news or news relating to the Arsenal. One of these days, I'm going to talk about something good, some good news. Just a quick plug for my earlier video. Please do give it some love, give it a view. A lot of editing and time went into that, and you get to see a new intro outro from me, so make sure you go check that out. It's a pre-recorded video which dropped around 7:30. I know YouTube notifications are a pain, so please do make sure you go and give that video some love and go give it a watch. It's about 20 minutes or so where I just talk about transfer targets that I'd like to see Arsenal go for. Speaking of transfer targets, I am gutted. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm pretty gutted. It looks as though Arsenal have missed out on the attacking midfielder Hakim Ziyech. He's finally looking like he's set to leave Ajax at the end of the season to sign for Chelsea, to sign for Chelsea Football Club for a fee of £38 million. Now, anyone who's been watching this channel for a long period of time knows that there were two players I've been particularly high on in the last 2 to 3 years. We got one of them, and that was Nicolas Pepe. And then the other one, which you guys know I fell in love with last year, was Hakim Ziyech. Attacking midfielder, 26, 27 years old. Amazing talent, goal machine, assist machine, you name it, this kid can do it. And it was a situation whereby, for whatever reason, we were just seeing clubs just constantly passing up. The only club that was even tempted to go and get him was, I think, Seville. And at the time, Hakim Ziyech said the only way that I leave Ajax is for another special club. And then Arsenal fans, like me included, and I had already liked the player up until then, were now getting gassed because we saw a clip of him talking with Patrick Kluivert's son. And they were talking about dream clubs or dream moves. And I think the question came up, could he ever see himself playing in the Premier League or something like that? And he said that he would love to play in the Premier League. That his dream moves are Barcelona. You kind of figure, right, yeah, cool. And then Arsenal, and everyone's like, hold on. Did he say Arsenal as was one of his dream moves? It's like, let's go and get this kid then. And just nobody moved for him. And he was sitting there for £26 million. And just no one bothered. No one decided he was worth the punt. At that point, I think he then signed a new deal, which I believe had a clause in it for €45 million, aka 38 million pounds, which basically said any Premier League club that comes in for him, we have to listen to the offer and negotiate. So that's essentially what they've done. Chelsea have basically matched the offer. All they need to do is match personal terms with the guy, and we're good to go. I know this will fall on deaf ears, and it will sound silly, and it will sound desperate. I actually don't give a damn. Arsenal, please, if you've got anything about you, go and match the bid. Go and match the bid, because it'll be a proper big dick energy statement to be like, all right, bun this. 38 million, we matched it. Say something. And then for Ajax to accept it, and then for us to make a big play for him. I was always of the belief, maybe false hope, I accept it might have been false hope, was that, we would somehow, in some dreamland, get rid of Mesut Ozil and then go and get this guy. Because I know people say he's a right winger. To me, I think he's destined to be a number 10. Absolutely destined to be a number 10. The way he takes shots from anywhere, he's not particularly rapid on the ball, but he's got so much technical ability on the ball. and loves a pass, can thread through a pass. He was just screaming out to be a number 10 to me. Just to miss out on them as well. It's just, I know, it feels like a gut punch. It really does. It feels like an absolute gut punch. And it was only yesterday I read a story about how apparently Frank Lampard tried for a bid during January for him, but then it didn't go through, or something along the lines of basically the deal didn't happen, and that there was suspicion that Frank Lampard would go in for him in the summer. What I like about what Chelsea have done is they've probably caught wind that maybe even Arsenal or someone else is interested in him. So they just, you know what, bun the summer, right? Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's secure his services now. That's what I like about the moves that they've made. Fair play to them. They recognize he's a good player. They badly need creative players because, you know, what's his name that they actually bought, that American guy from Pulisic, what's his name, from Dortmund. I knew he was going to be terrible. I just had a feeling he'd be terrible, right? So they probably just thought, well, we need someone to back him up at the very least. And it looks like they're not ramping. They're even after Sancho. They're not ramping. Meanwhile, what are Arsenal doing? BSing as per usual. Oh, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh. It's not technically the summer window hasn't opened yet. It's just refreshing to see a team identify a player they wanted in January and said, you know what? We ain't going to take any chances of getting into bidding wars. We're going to secure him now. It would have been nice if we did that with an Upamecano, who I might as well bring him up. He has rejected his latest offer of a deal from RB Leipzig and has basically reiterated his desire to come to the Premier League. A Premier League move would be his dream. Clearly, this is a guy that Arteta likes. Arteta values highly. You would have thought to yourself, okay, well, if that's the case, we know that we couldn't spend a lot of money in January. We know that we're going to spend money in the summer anyway. We know that Arteta wants to secure his players before they go to the Euros. Why don't we just go and use our summer money and spend it now? Spend it now and go secure him. He's rejected his deal. Put out a feeler to RB Leipzig and see what they'll take. See what they take. We know we ain't doing that, though. You know we're not doing that. We're not being as proactive as Chelsea were. And that's why Chelsea, for me, as much as it pains me, and it will pain me to watch Ziyech play for Chelsea, and I don't wish bad mind on anyone because I feel like it's some juju. But let's just say I won't be upset if he completely flops for Chelsea. But I just know he won't. So I just feel like Chelsea will be rewarded for the early work that they've done with Ziyech. And as per usual, we'll caught sitting on our hands again. And who knows, we were probably interested in him. But Arsenal being Arsenal, we're not proactive like that. I wouldn't even say we're particularly reactive. We're like late to every party. We're on Nigerian time for every single transfer deal or party there possibly could be. So it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And you think to yourself, what is it? Is it the board? Is it Raul? Is it Asian Ivan? Is it Stan because it's his team? All of the above for me. But yeah, I mean, to me, I'm going to wish him luck because I can't stand Chelsea. But I'll say this. I know you're a good player, bro. Damn it. Oh, damn it, Arsenal. Arsenal. Oh, I was gutted here. It's like, I was still gutted. I felt this one. This one was that I wasn't even going to do a show tonight. But as soon as I came back from work and I saw that story, I'm like, just had to send a quick message on Twitter. I said, listen, people, you guys know I love Ziyech more than anyone. I'm with you. I'll do a video on this today. I think Arsenal, though, need to learn from the Chelsea lesson. You guys want to secure players before the Euros. Don't even wait until the season's done. Go and secure these players. You know? The minute that I put up 5 Premier League targets that I would buy, Go check that out. Loads of people hating my last choice because they thought I forgot that he was a United player. Yeah, cool. His contract situation though meant that we could take advantage of that, especially before Sheffield United do. So I feel like I just like us to identify targets and move for them quickly. You know, trust Chelsea, right? This is the difference between Arsenal and Chelsea in a nutshell. Chelsea, we didn't even know. We knew they liked him. We knew they were interested in January. We didn't even know they were in negotiations for Ziyech. They saw the player that they wanted. They quickly secured it. Deal done. Wraps. No problem. Move on. Arsenal can't even complete a £5 million deal for Papa Gaya or whatever his name is for £5 million. For £5 million, bruh. Just complete the deal, wrap it up before stories even come out. It don't even happen. And guess what? It ain't going to happen this month either. This is just the difference. This is the difference. It's the frustration between a normal recruitment team and us. A recruitment team that moves at a decent pace and us. It's a highly frustrating scenario. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Good evening, Joanne. I see you, girl. Hope you're well. You guys let me know what you think. I see the Chelsea fans in my chat room already gloating. I don't even want to address it too tough. I can see them in the chat already. All I want to say, guys, congratulations. He's an excellent player. Excellent player. I'm curious to see where you guys play Pulisic. I don't know if you're going to play him in tandem with him. For me, I always thought Pulisic would be a terrible player for you guys. I just don't think he's suited to the Premier League. But I know I've got a couple of Chelsea fans that insist he's a good player. They just need to be given more time or whatever. But I think this is a real good move for Lampard. Real good move. Very, very good move. So we'll see what happens. You guys let me know what you think. All right, I'm going to come into the chat room. Guys, please do stick a like on this video. My like squad, you smacked it yesterday. You smacked the likes yesterday. I appreciate it. I need my like squad on this thing again. Please do annihilate that like button for me. Drop kick the crap out of it. Especially, make sure you just done it. And if you're not sure if you did it, go double check it and make sure you do it again. Because as I said yesterday, the donations are fantastic. I would never sniff or grumble at a donation, but truth be told, likes are even better. They're free. You don't need to do nothing. All you need to do, it takes 2 seconds. Boop. All right, I'm going to shut the big man up. I'm going to press that like button. That's the way you can contribute to the video and just help this thing grow and grow and grow. And also, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. This is what I do most nights. I talk Arsenal. I talk football news. Even if it's relating to Chelsea and Arsenal, I'll find that link and I'll talk about it. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I've just stalled a little bit in the growing, guys. So I'm hoping you guys can re-alight me again. So make sure you do continue to subscribe and hit that like button for me. Right. Let me go into the chat room and see what you lot are saying. Okay. Loads of people in the chat room. We must sign Grealish or Madison. Well, supposedly, according to stories, Arteta really, really likes Madison. Really likes Madison. I just, if you're Madison, why would you leave? Why would you leave Leicester? Don't make no sense. Especially to come to Arsenal. If it ain't Liverpool City, quite honestly, why would you leave Leicester? Madison. Chelsea are signing folks in February. How is Pulisic terrible? Pulisic is doing better than Pepe with less games. Cool. What are the numbers that Pulisic has? Because as far as I can remember, he scored once. Do correct me if I'm wrong, though. Rather Iwobi than Pulisic. Cool. Just so you know, Pepe has more assists. Just so you know. I didn't know he scored 5 goals, Pulisic. Fair play. So has Pepe. So shut your mouth. And Pepe has more assists. But nice to know you know your things, Mr. Knight. Appreciate that, my bro. Just so you know. Chelsea fans are so... I forgot how easily triggered they are. So what are you talking about? How is he terrible? All right, man. Easy. Arsenal fans are saying now they never wanted him. Nah, I'll be real. I wanted him. I wanted him badly. And I know a lot of people in this chat room did want him as well. But that's what certain Arsenal fans do, you know. That's how we lick our wounds. It's like, oh, it's almost that kind of like, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like when you move for a girl and then she turns out for whatever reason she ain't on it, and then you'll be like, fuck you, bitch, I didn't want you anyway. We're like that. Arsenal fans are like that when we miss out on the signing. I'd be making a bit more move and slapping their ass with a match bid. Show you mean real business. Exactly. 100%. But Liam, do you think for 1 second we're about that life? For 1 second, do you think we're about that life? I don't think so. Do you know what? And to me, I think people would say, yeah, but what if we did that and he still chose Chelsea? I wouldn't mind that. To me, it's more about the statement of intent. The fact that you've gone there and said, all right, blimey, I didn't know you were going to move this early, but cool. He's a matching bid. What, can we talk to you? And then if he ultimately says, no, I'm going with Chelsea, then so be it. But considering the man has already been on record saying that he would love to come to Arsenal, and we're just going to allow Chelsea to just slide in and get this guy's digits, oh, man. And then like some painful thing. I don't like the sound of that at all, especially when I know he's a good player. B-Tech Mahrez. See what I'm saying? This is how Arsenal deal with it. This is how Arsenal fans deal with it. I'm not going to hate him too tough. I'm not in his camp. I think he's still a good player, but I totally get it. This is how we have to deal with our issues. You lot got Ozil. Let us have players with creativity. Straight up. And the funny thing is, I'm laughing through tears because that's the point, isn't it? For me, that's the reason, in my opinion, that we've not gone for him, because we're still holding on to Mesut freaking Ozil because we're under this pretense that he is a creative player. Oh man, and it always just makes me feel sick. I keep seeing quotes about Arsenal players feel so much better. Cool. I better see that against Newcastle because you might have been talking a lot. So I better see some sort of performance on Saturday against Newcastle. Can't be drawing to Newcastle after 8 of you guys have been talking about how much better you feel under Arteta. Go and show it then. Talk is cheap. Go and show it. Yes, please do hit the like button. My like squad. Don't crush that like button for me. Honestly, you guys did amazingly well yesterday. If I can get a similar sort of level of likes, that would be great. Please do stick a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if it's the first time you're listening to me. Even you Chelsea fans that are thinking, is that Robbie? No, it's not Robbie. Dislike this. You could dislike this too. Don't bother me at all. It's engagement, baby girl. It's engagement, baby boy. For me, I've never disliked a video in my life. I don't really see the point of it. But if you would like to dislike it, please crack on. It's engagement. I am all for that. And you're still salty because I dissed Pulisic. Must be 13 years old. Get some sleep. This man is clueless. Chelsea fans are so salty. Chig, do you rate Gea? I'm not going to pretend like I know who he is, what he is. Plays in La Liga 2, I believe. So I'm not going to pretend like I've watched him, but he's got good physical attributes. And it would be so Arsenal to identify this player and then watch someone else go and get him, like a Leicester, for £5 million, and he turns into something like Kante. So how about we stop that process and go and get him for £5 million? What's £5 million to stand, really? Go get him. Pulisic, Pepe. Right up. Pepe puts up better numbers. Pepe just gets shitted on because of his price tag. But he's got better numbers, I'll tell you that. He's got more assists. I'll tell you that for free. Can I see us getting... so, funny enough, Ben, let me put this to you guys, to Arsenal fans. Hell, Chelsea fans, stick around. You might as well answer this one as well. Genuinely, I found out today that Klein from Liverpool has his contract's running out and in a season. That's Klein. Why haven't we gone for Klein? Or why? I hope that would be the long-term plan. That maybe Suarez doesn't work out and we end up going for Klein. To me, he is a much better player than Suarez. Younger as well. And I think we could still get something out of him where he could be a decent backup for Bellerin, if not potentially challenging him. See, VP knows. From day one, I was on the Ziyech train. From day one. I could see us getting Willian on a free. That's the difference between two clubs. I like Willian, but my gosh, honestly, no, thank you. Even for a free, no, thank you. I don't want players simply in because they're better than what we have. Yeah, all right. But we're also 10th. So there are a lot of players at the moment that are better than what we have. I want us to get players that make sense and that are going to push us towards top 4 and, dare I say it, maybe challenging for something. Maybe I'm asking too much in that sense. Chelsea too. But listen, you have to just be humble. Take humble pie and just be done with it. Chelsea signed Ziyech. Liverpool are signing Timo Werner. Yeah, Jono. Meanwhile, Arsenal are probably signing fresh air. That's all we could sign. Should we go all in for Sancho? Okay, so unpopular opinion time. I don't think Jadon Sancho is all that. Do you notice I never mention him? I never mention him. I think he's decent, but the way people make it out like, oh yeah, we should break the bank for Jadon Sancho. I'm looking at this kid and I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. I'll be honest, I don't. I know he's young and he has the potential of getting better and this, that, and the other, but not for me. Not for me. I feel like they're better players, defensive players we could spend money on. Yeah, see, I'm glad if you said it. I'm not. I think he's a good player, but people are talking like 70, 80 million for them. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm all right, I'm all right. For example, I think Ziyech now, mind you, is 3 times the player, and he's costing less than half. We'll probably end up signing down. Oh my gosh, don't give him ideas. That's why I'm hoping that Drew quietly leaves Chelsea, don't come anywhere near Arsenal. Don't come anywhere near, son. Nowhere near, please. Sancho numbers are insane. No, mate, I don't know. 120 million for Sancho, though. Come on. I don't know, my guy. I don't know. Would I take Ramsey back? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, listen, guys, don't get me wrong. But let's again just be real here. Spurs are favourites. If Spurs get Champions League, and your back's Aaron's, you're probably going Spurs. Let's be honest here. So yeah, I wouldn't put us favourites to get Max Aaron's at all. But is Klein that bad for people? Like you guys would rather Suarez than Klein as a backup right back. Yeah, Arsenal fans gone mad, Joe. Like Klein, no thanks. Okay, acting like we got a better backup or something. Do you know that the Sane price tag? Listen, I'm trying not to fall in love with the Sane idea, but yes, I've seen this story many times. I still think we've got 0 to no chance of getting Leroy Sane. That's why you often will see me. I see these comments in the chat room about Sane. I disregard it because I feel like one of two things will happen. He'll eventually stay, or he'll go off abroad. I don't see Arsenal spending 30s. Let me tell you something, though. If we were to get Leroy Sane, Ziyech who? Which I'll be real enough to say that to you guys. If we were to get Leroy Sane, Ziyech who? Because I ain't going to lie, Sane's not always in a purple patch, but when he's in a purple patch, shit. What about Brahim Benarama? Remind me who Benarama is again, Majib? Because I think you mentioned this in the last chat. Bayern want him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'll probably end up going there, Ryan. Probably end up going there. No, Science Brass price did not drop. Mistake. They had 37 million. The sentence was wrong. Okay. Brentford player. I'll tell you what, the Brentford player is the one I could see us more getting him. Oh, okay. That's who Banarama is. That's who I could see us probably getting. He's 22 years old, though. So it's like I've got the right player, right? He's like 22 years old. I'm skeptical. I am skeptical. Just because people are hoping it's going to be a Dele Alli type. I'm not so sure about that. We don't tend to have the greatest luck buying from the Championship or lower. If you notice that, I think only Rob Holding has worked out in that respect, and even then, it's debatable. So, I reserve judgment on that. But I have seen the story a lot. I didn't realize that was his name. It's 24. See what I'm saying? My gosh. So he's even later in life. I know he's got a decent. I know he's a decent player. He's a winger, isn't he? I've got that right. So 24 years old. I'm just like, don't know. But it may be Arsenal are in that spot. We're not shopping in the Champions League. We're not shopping with Champions League cars anymore. I have to get used to the fact that these are the sort of players that we're being linked with because we are in that spot. We're in that spot where we may not have European money. So realistically, a Brentford winger might be the way to go. I'm trying to sell myself on this idea. Really like the streams, bro. I really hate your name, bro. Liverpool players went from shit Premier League teams. We should do the same. Yeah, but Premier League teams is the point. Brentford is not a Premier League team. Yeah, we're mid-table team. You're right. He's dipped a lot this season. I know that there are certain players that still rate him, but he has dipped a lot this season. My phone is ringing like a motherfucker. I'll call him back. Let's bite the bullet, God, make King Grealish Return of the King Chamak. Oh dear. All right, guys, please do stick a like on this video. 2 more minutes and I'm out of here. Tomorrow I'll be back again. I'll also be doing a show with Ola on Chig and Ola's combat show. The link is in the description tomorrow. So I don't want to hear no one saying, oh, I missed your show. I thought you were going to put it on Green and Eagle Eye. No, that's what the second YouTube channel's for. So Chig and Ola's combat show, link is in the description. Please do give it a subscribe. Check it out. Me and Ola should be on from about 9 o'clock tomorrow. Also, I do have a Chig Flicks, which is my movie channel. I know I've neglected it a little bit. That will stop this weekend. I'm going to put a couple of reviews on, so do check that out as well. Give me one more question, and I'm out of here. It's Cavani for Laka. I'll answer one more question after this. Cavani for Laka, maybe for a season. Why not? He's a goal scorer. Why not? Mount is not trash. There's straight arguments between Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans about Mount. This might go on a while. Give me one more question. Like Liam, my bro, no problem. Thank you for being about. Now, no OT today, man. I got a couple of things I got to do, bro. But no OT. Come on, guys. One more question. I'm out. One more question. Aaron Moy for Arsenal. Nah. I'm all right, you know. Nah. Have you seen this Papa Gay? Only YouTube highlights. That's it. I ain't gonna try and profess like I've seen this amazing talent this whole time. I do watch La Liga 1 every now and again, but not La Liga 2, whatever you call it. So yeah. Yo, God, Ben, thank you for reminding me. One more story I'll comment on. So supposedly, Arsenal are currently in the contract negotiations with Saka. Saka is currently on, is it £3,000 a week he's on? Something like that. And United and it's either City or Chelsea, one of the two, are closely monitoring the situation. I know there's a friend of mine who me, Lee, and a few others are in a group chat with, and he's properly worried that Saka will leave. I'm not at the moment. He's an Arsenal man. I suspect he'll sign. I think the agent is being clever by putting the story out there, obviously making sure that we give him the raise that we should give him. I suspect we'll probably raise it to something like £30,000 a week. So yeah, he deserves it for his form. So I think he'll get a new contract. At this moment in time, I'm not concerned at all. So yeah, I think that covers it. Oh, Bayern are monitoring him. Yes, you're right. Bayern are monitoring him. Calvin Phillips from Leeds. Yeah, we have been linked with him. That's another one we've been linked with. I do like him as a player. I don't know if I like him enough to be an Arsenal player, but I like him as a player. Very, very good talent for Leeds. And Leeds are doing this choking thing again where they started amazingly well, and now it looks like Fulham are about to come and steal their shine. All right, so I've done some OT by accident. VP, where you at with my pot? Please do stick a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be back again tomorrow. First of all, with Ola on the Chig and Ola Combat Show, and then back on here with Late Night with Chig. So, trying to put as much content out as possible for you lot, I promise. And AFC, quickly just to sign me out. I love both players. I I see Jimenez being more tempted to move than Neves, to be honest. But anyway, I'm out of here, people. On a last sad note, it looks like Hakim Ziyech is imminently about to become a Chelsea player. Arsenal, I hope you know what you're doing, bro. I think you missed out on this talent. You really have. All right, I'm out of here. Take care. Deuces.